My child, I saw every tear you cried. When the world went quiet at night and everyone else was asleep, but you were still awake, staring at the ceiling, I was there. When you buried your face in the pillow so no one could hear you cry, I heard every breath, every sob. When you whispered to yourself, "I can't do this anymore, I'm done," I still did not let go of your hand. You thought no one was watching. You thought no one understood. You thought no one cared. But the truth is this: when the whole world turned its back on you, I never looked away. I saw your pain. I felt your exhaustion. I heard the screams you never spoke out loud. So many times you asked, "Why me? Why does this keep happening to me?" And when no answer came, your heart broke a little more. But listen to me. Not every answer comes right away. Some answers come as time. Some answers come as strength. Some answers come after you survive what you thought would destroy you. You believed you were weak because you cried. No, my child, you cried because you were still fighting. You woke up on days when you had no strength left. You smiled when your heart felt heavy. You kept moving forward even when you were shattered inside. That was not weakness, that was courage. When you said just one last try and saw no path ahead, I was still holding you. You couldn't see me because your eyes were filled with tears, but I never left. I was there in every moment, in every breath you took just to survive another day. I let you walk through the pain not to break you, but to build you. What breaks is not always destroyed. Sometimes what breaks is being reshaped. Sometimes what cracks is making room for something stronger. And now, when you feel like everything is over, when you think this is the end, hear my voice clearly. My child, I saw every tear you cried. Now, watch what I do. My child, you didn't know it then, but every tear you cried was counted. None of them were wasted. None of them were ignored. While you thought you were losing everything, something unseen was being prepared for you. There were moments when you felt delayed, left behind, forgotten. You watched others move ahead while you stayed stuck, asking yourself what you did wrong. You tried harder. You prayed quietly. You waited longer than you should have, and still nothing seemed to change. But what you couldn't see was this: delay was not denial. Silence was not absence. Just because I was quiet did not mean I was gone. I was working in places you could not reach, fixing things you did not even know were broken. You thought the closed doors were punishment. They weren't. They were protection. Some paths you begged for would have destroyed you. Some people you wanted to keep would have drained the life out of you. I removed what you couldn't let go of, even when it hurt, even when you didn't understand. There were nights when you felt completely empty, when even hope felt heavy. You said, "I don't have anything left." But you were wrong. You still had breath. You still had purpose. And as long as you were breathing, your story was not finished. I saw you choose kindness when bitterness would have been easier. I saw you stay soft in a world that tried to harden you. I saw you hold on when letting go felt safer. That strength you don't recognize in yourself yet, that's what's about to change everything. You thought you were being tested beyond your limit, but I never test without preparing. I never take without planning to give back more. What you lost was never meant to stay. What stayed was never meant to be lost. And now the season is shifting. What felt heavy is about to feel lighter. What felt stuck is about to move. What felt broken is about to make sense. You won't need to force it. You won't need to chase it. What's meant for you is already finding its way. So breathe, my child. Trust what you survived. Hold on just a little longer, because you cried in silence, and now I'm about to answer out loud. My child, I know how tired you are. Not the kind of tired that sleep can fix, but the kind that lives deep in your soul. You carried weight that was never meant for you alone, and still you kept going. Even when your heart felt heavy, even when your faith felt weak, you didn't give up, and that matters more than you know.
There were days when you felt invisible. You showed up, you gave your best, and still you were overlooked. Your efforts went unnoticed. Your sacrifices went unappreciated. You started wondering if you even mattered at all. But hear me clearly, nothing you did was unseen. Every step, every quiet effort, every time you chose to keep going instead of quitting, I noticed it all. You blamed yourself for things that were never your fault. You replayed conversations in your mind, asking what you could have done differently. You carried guilt that didn't belong to you. But some things fall apart not because you failed, but because they were never meant to last. Let go of the weight that was never yours to carry. I know you felt alone in crowded rooms, surrounded by people, yet deeply lonely. You smiled so others wouldn't worry, while inside you were breaking apart. But even in those moments, you were never truly alone. When no one checked on you, I stayed. When no one listened, I heard you. You wondered if your patience was pointless, if your faith was running out. But patience is not punishment, it is preparation. I was teaching you how to stand without depending on what was never stable. I was showing you your own strength before revealing what comes next. The tears you cried softened your heart, not hardened it. They made you more compassionate, more understanding, more human. And that heart of yours, so gentle, so real, is exactly what this world needs. What's coming will not look like what you lost. It will be better, stronger, and more aligned with who you are becoming. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to explain your worth. It will meet you where you are. So don't rush the process. Don't lose hope in the waiting. You are closer than you think. Everything you survived is leading you here. Stay with me, my child. Your breakthrough is nearer than your pain ever was. My child, there was a moment when you almost gave up. You didn't tell anyone, but inside, you were done. You kept asking yourself how much longer you could hold on. You felt like you were drowning, smiling on the surface while sinking deep inside. And still, you stayed. That choice changed everything. You thought walking away would make you weak, but staying took more strength than you realized. Even when you didn't understand the purpose of the pain, you chose to endure. You chose to breathe through the hurt. You chose to survive one more day. That quiet bravery is something no one can take from you. I saw how people misunderstood you, how they judged your silence, questioned your intentions, and doubted your heart. They spoke without knowing your story. They saw your reaction, but never the wounds that caused it. But I knew your heart. I knew your intentions. I knew the truth you never defended. You were hurt by the very people you trusted. The ones you expected comfort from became the source of your pain. That betrayal cut deep. But hear this, what hurt you did not end you. It revealed what was real and what was never meant to stay.
You wondered why you had to lose so much just to grow. But growth requires space. Some things had to leave so new life could enter. Some attachments had to break so you could finally stand free. I was not taking from you, I was making room. You learned to sit with your pain instead of running from it. You learned to be alone without being empty. You learned to listen to your heart again. These lessons were not easy, but they shaped you into someone stronger, wiser, and more grounded. What's coming next will not rush you or hurt you. It will feel calm. It will feel safe. It will feel like home. And when it arrives, you will understand why everything before had to fall apart. So trust me, my child. The storm is passing, and the version of you rising from it will thank you for not giving up. My child, I know you're still afraid to hope. After everything you've been through, trusting again feels risky. You tell yourself not to expect too much, not to believe too deeply, because disappointment has taught you to be careful. But hope was never your weakness, it was always your strength. You didn't stop believing because you were foolish. You stopped because you were hurt, and that's human. When something breaks you again and again,
You learned to protect your heart. But even behind those walls you built, your heart never stopped wanting something real, something safe, something true. I saw you lower your expectations just to survive. You told yourself, if I don't hope, I won't get hurt. But you were made for more than just surviving. You were made to live, to feel, to experience joy without fear constantly standing in the way. There were moments when you chose peace over proving your point. You walked away instead of arguing. You stayed quiet instead of explaining yourself, not because you were weak, but because you were tired of fighting battles that cost you your soul. That wisdom will protect you in the season ahead. You thought your softness was a flaw in a harsh world, but softness is not weakness, it is power under control. It takes strength to stay kind when you've been hurt. It takes courage to remain gentle when life has been rough. And that gentleness will lead you to what truly belongs to you. The future will not ask you to beg for love, respect, or understanding. What is meant for you will choose you without confusion. It will come with clarity, not chaos, with peace, not pain, with consistency, not fear. So let your heart open slowly. There is no rush. I am not bringing you what broke you. I am bringing you what will heal you. Hold on, my child. You are stepping into a chapter where your heart will finally feel safe again. My child, you are stronger now than you were before, even if you don't feel it yet. The pain changed you, but it did not ruin you. It stripped away what was false and revealed what was real. You didn't lose yourself, you found yourself in the middle of the storm. There was a time when you needed everyone's approval. You tried to be everything for everyone, afraid of being rejected or left behind. But after everything you endured, you learned a quiet truth. Not everyone deserves access to your heart. And that boundary you built is not selfish, it is necessary. You stopped chasing people who only met you halfway. You stopped explaining yourself to those who never listened. You stopped pouring into places that left you empty. That was growth, even if it felt lonely at first. I saw you choose yourself when no one else did. I saw you rest instead of forcing productivity. I saw you walk away from what drained you, even when it hurt. That was not giving up. That was self-respect. The version of you that's emerging now is calmer, clearer, and more grounded. You no longer beg for what should be given freely. You no longer confuse chaos with love. You no longer stay where you are not valued. And that shift is opening doors you could not access before. What's coming will match the work you've done inside. It will meet you with the same effort, the same honesty, the same care you give. You won't have to lose yourself to keep it. You won't have to suffer to deserve it. So don't miss the old pain. Don't question the healing. You outgrew what once held you back.
Stand tall, my child. You are no longer becoming strong. You already are. My child, there is a new clarity in you now. You see things differently. What once confused you no longer has power over you. The noise has quieted, and in that silence, you finally hear your own voice again. That is not an accident. That is growth. You no longer chase validation from places that never valued you. You no longer beg for love that comes with conditions. You have learned that real love does not drain you, it strengthens you. And that understanding has changed the way you move through the world. There was a time when you ignored your instincts, doubted your feelings, and stayed longer than you should have. But now you listen. You trust the unease in your chest. You respect the boundaries you once crossed for others. That wisdom was earned through pain, and it will protect you moving forward.
I know you still have moments of fear. Healing does not mean the absence of doubt. It means you no longer let fear decide your future. You move forward even when you're unsure because you trust yourself now, and you trust me. You are no longer afraid of being alone. You have learned how to sit with yourself, how to find peace within. And because of that, you will never again settle for connections that cost you your peace. What's coming into your life will feel aligned, not forced. It will grow naturally, without pressure or confusion. You will recognize it not by intensity, but by peace. Not by words, but by consistency. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time for the life you are meant to live. So walk forward with confidence, my child. Your path is clear now, and you are ready for what comes next. My child, there is a quiet confidence growing inside you now. It doesn't need to announce itself. It doesn't need approval. It comes from everything you survived and everything you finally released. You are no longer trying to prove who you are. You are becoming comfortable with it. You've learned that not every battle deserves your energy. Some situations don't need a reaction. Some people don't need an explanation. Walking away in peace has become more powerful than staying and being misunderstood. That maturity is changing the way life responds to you. You used to fear endings. You thought every goodbye meant failure or loss. But now you understand. Some endings are blessings in disguise. They close doors that were keeping you small and open space for something better to enter. What left had already served its purpose. I know there are still moments when the past tries to pull you back, old memories, old wounds, old doubts. But notice this, you no longer live there. You visit, you reflect, and you move on. The past no longer controls you. It taught you, and then it released you. You are becoming more intentional with your time, your energy, and your heart. You no longer give everything to everyone. You choose where you invest, and that choice is shaping a calmer, more meaningful life. What is coming will meet you at this new level of awareness. It will respect your boundaries. It will honor your growth. It will feel steady, not overwhelming. And when it arrives, you will not question whether you deserve it. You will know you do. Keep walking, my child. You are not chasing your future anymore. Your future is meeting you halfway. My child, there is a calm settling over your life now, and it feels unfamiliar because you were used to chaos. You were used to fixing, chasing, holding everything together. Peace once felt boring to you, but now you're beginning to understand. It feels safe, and safety is something your heart has been craving for a long time. You are no longer rushing to be understood. You've accepted that not everyone will see you clearly, and that's okay. The right people won't need explanations. They will feel your truth without you having to speak it out loud. You've stopped questioning your worth based on how others treat you. You know now, someone else's inability to value you does not reduce your value. It only reveals their limitations, not yours. That realization has freed you more than you realize. There was a time when you thought healing meant never hurting again, but healing actually means you hurt and still choose yourself. You feel pain and still move forward. You remember and still grow, and you are doing that beautifully.
You are learning to trust the timing of your life. What didn't happen before was not meant to happen then. If it had, it would not have lasted. What is meant to stay will arrive when you are ready to hold it without fear. I am proud of the way you kept going without knowing how it would end. Proud of the way you stayed kind in moments that tried to harden you. Proud of the way you chose growth over comfort. Stay present, my child. This chapter is quieter, but it is powerful, and it is preparing you for something that will last. My child, this is the point where you begin to see yourself clearly, not through the pain, not through the opinions of others, but through truth.
You are no longer defined by what hurt you. You are defined by what you learned and who you chose to become after it all. You used to replay the past, wondering what you could have done differently. Now you understand. You did the best you could with what you knew at the time. Forgive yourself for surviving the only way you knew how. Self-forgiveness is the final door to freedom. You are no longer carrying resentment the way you once did, not because what happened didn't matter, but because you refused to let it control your future. Letting go was never about excusing the pain. It was about choosing peace. You've grown into someone who values depth over noise, honesty over appearances, peace over chaos, and that shift has changed the way life meets you. You attract what matches your inner state now. There will be moments ahead where you'll look back and barely recognize the person you once were, not with shame, but with compassion. That version of you survived so this version could exist. You are entering a season where things align naturally. Effort will still be required, but it will no longer feel like constant struggle. What's meant for you will not require you to lose yourself. Stand confidently in who you are becoming. You are not rebuilding anymore. You are rising. My child, this is where your life begins to feel lighter. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are no longer carrying what was never meant to stay with you. The weight you once dragged behind you has finally been set down. You don't wake up with the same heaviness anymore. The fear that once followed you has loosened its grip. You still remember what you went through, but it no longer defines how you see yourself or the world. That is healing in its quietest form. You have learned to trust your own voice. You no longer silence your needs to keep others comfortable. You no longer apologize for taking up space. You understand now. Your feelings are valid, your boundaries matter, and your presence is enough. There will be times when old habits try to return. Doubt may whisper, fear may test you. But notice this, you don't stay there anymore. You recognize it, you breathe, and you move forward. That awareness is strength. I am opening doors you don't need to force. Conversations will feel easier. Opportunities will feel aligned. The right people will find you without effort. What belongs to you will arrive naturally. You are not here to relive the past. You are here to build something new with the wisdom you earned. And you are doing exactly that, one calm choice at a time. Keep trusting the process, my child. You are walking into a season of clarity, stability, and peace, and you deserve every bit of it. My child, now you are learning how to live without fear controlling your decisions. You still feel it sometimes, but it no longer owns you. You've realized that fear once protected you, but now it's time to move beyond it. You are beginning to choose what feels right instead of what feels familiar. Chaos once felt normal to you, even comfortable, but peace felt strange because you had never lived there before. Now peace is becoming your new home. You don't rush anymore. You don't panic when things move slowly. You trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. And that trust is allowing life to unfold naturally instead of being forced. You are more present now. You listen more. You feel deeply without drowning in emotion. You are no longer reacting to everything. You are responding with intention. That calm awareness is changing your relationships and your inner world. I see how carefully you protect your energy now. You rest when you need to. You say no without guilt. You say yes without fear. These small shifts are building a life that feels steady and real. What lies ahead will not confuse you or drain you. It will support your growth and respect who you are. You will not have to abandon yourself to receive it. Stay grounded, my child. You are no longer surviving. You are learning how to live fully. My child, now you are finally beginning to trust happiness again. For a long time, joy felt temporary, like something that would disappear the moment you relaxed. You learned to stay alert, waiting for the next thing to go wrong. But now you are slowly allowing yourself to breathe. You don't question every good moment anymore. You don't sabotage peace because of past pain. You are learning that good things can stay, and not everything beautiful is meant to leave. That belief alone is healing parts of you that were once broken. You are becoming emotionally honest with yourself. You acknowledge what you feel instead of pushing it away. You give yourself permission to rest, to feel joy, to feel sad, and to move through it without judgment. That self-compassion is changing everything. You no longer compare your journey to others. You understand now that everyone's path unfolds differently. What matters is that you are moving forward in your own time, in your own way, and that is enough. The love, peace, and fulfillment you once searched for outside yourself are now growing within you, and because of that, you will attract people and experiences that mirror this inner balance. You are not afraid of the future anymore. You're curious about it. You're open to it. And that openness is inviting new possibilities into your life. Keep your heart open, my child. You are stepping into a season where joy feels safe again. And this time, it's here to stay. My child, you are no longer afraid of your own strength. There was a time when you made yourself smaller so others could feel comfortable. You dimmed your voice, softened your voice, and held back your truth, but not anymore. You've realized that being strong doesn't mean being hard. It means being honest. It means standing firm in who you are while still keeping your heart open. You've learned how to balance courage with compassion, and that balance is powerful. You no longer chase people who don't choose you. You no longer wait to be recognized by those who overlook you. You've accepted that alignment matters more than attention. What truly belongs to you will never require you to shrink.
There are moments when you look back at your old self and feel gratitude instead of regret. Gratitude for surviving. Gratitude for growing. Gratitude for not giving up when it would have been easier to quit. That gratitude is grounding you in the present. What's ahead will meet you with respect. It will recognize your value without you having to prove it. You will be seen, heard, and appreciated for who you truly are, not for who you pretend to be. Walk forward with confidence, my child. You are stepping into a life that reflects your true worth, and you are ready for it. My child, you have learned the art of letting go. Not in anger, not in bitterness, but with understanding. You no longer hold on to what hurts you just because it's familiar. You've realized that peace is more important than attachment, and that lesson has freed you. You don't replay old conversations anymore. You don't wait for apologies that may never come. You've accepted that closure doesn't always arrive through words. Sometimes it comes through growth. And you have grown beyond what once wounded you. You are choosing simplicity over chaos, honesty over pretending, and calm over constant struggle. Life feels quieter now, but it also feels deeper. You are finally aligned with yourself. There will still be challenges ahead, but you won't face them the same way. You won't panic. You won't lose yourself. You will meet them with clarity and confidence, knowing you've survived worse. You are becoming someone who trusts the flow of life instead of fighting it. You understand now what leaves makes room, and what stays is meant to grow with you. Keep walking gently, my child. You are no longer holding on out of fear. You are moving forward with faith. My child, you are beginning to feel proud of yourself.
Not loudly, not to impress anyone, but quietly, deep inside. And that pride is well earned. You faced what tried to break you, and you didn't become bitter. You became wiser. You no longer measure your worth by your productivity or your past mistakes. You understand now that your value has always been there, even in your weakest moments. You were never behind. You were becoming. You are learning how to enjoy where you are, instead of rushing to where you think you should be. You celebrate small wins. You notice progress others might miss. And that awareness is teaching you gratitude without guilt. You've stopped punishing yourself for needing rest. You listen to your body. You honor your limits. That balance is allowing you to move forward without burning out. What's unfolding next will not demand perfection from you. It will meet you where you are and grow with you. You will no longer feel like you have to earn peace. It will come naturally. Stand in this moment, my child. You have come farther than you think, and the best is still ahead.
You are becoming comfortable with uncertainty because you trust yourself to handle whatever comes next. You've survived uncertainty before, and you came out stronger. That confidence is no longer based on hope alone, but on experience. The love and peace you once waited for are no longer far away. They are unfolding naturally, step by step, in ways that feel grounded and real. Stay open, my child. You are exactly where you need to be, and life is meeting you there. My child, you are beginning to understand why everything happened the way it did. Not to reopen old wounds, but to finally see the bigger picture. What once felt like loss now feels like redirection. What once felt like punishment now feels like protection. You see now that every delay shaped your patience, every heartbreak taught you discernment, every lonely season introduced you to yourself. Nothing was wasted, not a single tear, not a single prayer. You are no longer asking, "Why did this happen to me?" You are asking, "What did this teach me?" And that shift in perspective is the final step before peace fully settles in. You don't need validation anymore. You know who you are. You know what you bring, and you know what you will no longer accept. That clarity is your power. The life unfolding ahead of you is not built on pain, but on wisdom. You are carrying forward lessons, not wounds, and because of that, what comes next will last. Take a deep breath, my child. You are standing at the edge of a new beginning, and you are ready. My child, this is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of the life you prayed for when you were at your lowest. You didn't imagine this moment back then, but you held on, and that changed everything. Look at how far you've come. Look at the strength you built without even realizing it. The pain that once defined you now stands behind you, no longer controlling your steps. You are walking forward with clarity, peace, and purpose. I saw every tear you cried. I heard every silent prayer you whispered when you thought no one was listening, and I answered them, not all at once, but in the way that would shape you into who you needed to become. What comes next will not break you, it will honor you. It will meet you with the same patience, love, and effort you have learned to give yourself. You will no longer chase what isn't meant for you. What belongs to you will stay. So walk confidently, my child. Trust the journey, trust yourself, and never forget, you were never alone. If this message touched your heart, if it felt like it was meant for you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Your story matters, and this is only the beginning.